is, apart from raising the question, Honorable Kalasinga Majimbo, you can ask your speaker to invite Butere girls to come and perform in Parliament. That can be allowed. Just the way the Honorable Malala has requested that the Butere girls be allowed to perform in State House, they can be allowed to perform in Parliament. But I would also just add that Rachel Ruto, our First Lady, wherever you are today, you are an alumni of Butere girls. What happened to the girls today? Yours should be the first voice to condemn as a mother. Those girls should not have been traumatized the way they were, and they should not be crying on their way back to Butere. We would like to see you not just apologizing on behalf of your husband and his government, but also ensuring that Butere girls comes to perform at State House. Let it not be, don't be like Marie Antoinette, who was saying when she heard noises outside the gate, that if there is no bread, why can't they eat cake? It's because the king and the queen were out of touch with reality. You and your husband might be out of touch with reality. Let Butere girls come and tell you, SHA is not working. And I listen to them why they are saying it. The university funding model is not working. Let them come and tell you, don't be afraid of our children. I think, let me start by saying pole to my brother, Senator Malala. He's gone through a lot of trauma since yesterday in this beautiful city of Nakuru. He was hunted down like an animal yesterday. And he was just in this town as a coach coming to prepare his team for a crucial match today, Butere girls. After being arrested here, he went to Eldama Ravine. We've just come back from Eldama Ravine police station where we secured his release. And we want to celebrate the girls, Butere girls, our heroines today. They're on their way to Butere. Honorable Kalasinga Majimbo has just met them. He's the MP from Western Kenya. He met them at Molo when they were driving home to Butere. So as we celebrate them, we also want to celebrate our hero, Cleophas Malala, because he's a talented playwright. Apart from the action that our team of lawyers will be undertaking from tomorrow, whether it's pursuing the issue of false imprisonment, the manner in which he was imprisoned falsely, and he has been released without any charges, which means it was just pure harassment from the police. We will not allow Kenya to go back to the dark days of being a police state where police harassment was the order of the day of any critic of that government. That we will not allow. Secondly, Bwana Malala, we want to assure you that you are one of the most intelligent minds that we have when it comes to, playwrights. Before you, there were great playwrights like Ngugi wa Thiong'o. We had Professor Mushere Mugo, who were forced to go to exile from this country because they were very brilliant and they wrote very beautiful plays. The Devil on the Cross, I Will Marry When I Want. These were all banned. But that state, the police state that we had, did not just ban plays. They followed and actually detained Kina Ngugi wa Thiong'o. They had to leave this country. My brother Cleo, God has blessed you with a talent. Fear not. Continue being creative and continue growing talent in our country. Not just Butere girls. There are many schools here in Nakuru County, Nairobi and others. You are national heroes of today, apart from our heroines from Butere. This is one thing we want to say for the international community. We have seen a state sliding back into dictatorship, led by one William Samoei Arap Ruto. If we do nothing, we would lose all the gains we have made since we inaugurated our Constitution 2010. Freedom of expression, freedom of thought, freedom of conscience. These are fundamental freedoms guaranteed by our Constitution. But today, they are being violated by this state. If you can stop little children from telling their story about a failed education system, they are either the beneficiaries or victims of failed policies. If they're saying SHA is not working, it's not just SHA. We had the EduCare where we had healthcare for our children in schools. This was removed. So if they're feeling the pain, they're the wearers of the shoe, and they want to tell them through their talent, why stop them? What kind of a government fears its own children? What kind of a government that fears its own citizens? This is a government that is even afraid of its own shadow. It's not worth being called a government. But we are going to go to court to ensure that their rights are protected. Not just courts, we would like this matter taken to Parliament. And I'm very pleased that the Honorable Kalasinga Majimbo MP Kabuchai is here with us. And he has said he's going to take this matter to the floor of the House. So from Nakuru City, what has happened here will not end here. It will be taken to our courts. It will be taken to international courts. It will be taken to our Parliament. And it's a matter that will not rest here. May I?
Thank you very much. One is that just like Senator Malala has said, the government is in violation of the rights of the children and the students of Butere girls, and we have instructions to pursue remedies under these violations. It is imperative for us to understand that the government has violated the very basic education regulations 2015, which asks that the government ensures children participate in co-curricular activities, including drama and any works of art. It was on that basis that the court ordered that the play be staged, and the government has not adhered to that court order. Government has violated Basic Education Act 2013. Government has violated the Children's Act as well as the Constitution of Kenya. So we are going back to court to cite all the players for contempt. In law, ignorance is no defense, and all people who are involved in this will face the consequences of the law. Right from the principal Butere girls, who was issuing unconstitutional, illegal, and retrogressive directions from the time the students left up to the time they were ordered to go back to Butere, to the regional director of Education Western Province, who acted out of ignorance in implementing the orders of his bosses, to the PS, all of them, the heads must roll. If we do not get justice from the Kenyan executive, because the judiciary has already done justice by allowing the play and issuing the orders that have been disobeyed. We are, as a state now, we are in violation of our international obligations, observing the treaties that we have signed and executing them in good faith under the doctrine of Pacta Sunt Servanda, that honor the provisions of the treaties that you've signed in utmost good faith. We have violated the provisions on the Convention on the Rights of the Child, as well as the provisions from the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Children. We have international remedies that we are going to pursue to ensure that these children are compensated, that our state actors are condemned, and they lose international credibility. I want to thank Senator Malala for standing strong, even in the wake of blackmail, in the wake of frustrations, to ensure that the rights of the children are upheld. And as he has rightly said, we have a reason we call the house on the hill State House. It is not a state home, it's a state house. Every Kenyan reasonably can access that state house and do what the regulations require them to do. We will be moving to court for contempt, and we will be saying that the orders of this court were not respected. And even if the drama festivals are ended, it must be ordered that Butere girls students be given an ample opportunity to stage this play to the public and any other Kenyan who might have been interested in watching it. And if Kenyans sitting at such a forum approve it, then it will have to move to State House and be presented in gala posthumously. Even if you died on a voting day, you can still become an MP posthumously before a by-election is held. I then invite my learned senior, the Honorable Wamalwa, with whom we've worked together, to also comment on this subject.